Okay, so are you ready to dive deep into some self-discovery today?
Always up for that.
Um, we've got these excerpts from something called Tigre Arcana,
Tigre Arcana.
and it's like this wild mix of like self-help and mystical adventure all rolled into one.
Interesting. So what kind of source material are we talking about here?
Think card reading, but not your typical fortune-telling stuff.
Okay, I'm intrigued.
It's more about guiding you toward like deeper self-awareness.
So less about predicting the future and more about asking the right questions to guide your own path.
Exactly. And the cool part is they throw in these fun pop culture references along the way. It's a really unique approach.
It's refreshing. So where do we start?
Let's jump into the first card, the question. It's pretty straight to the point.
Okay, hit me with it.
It says, get over it, ask the hard stuff. No sugarcoating there.
Wow, I love the directness. You know, it's so easy to avoid those tough questions, the ones that make us a little uncomfortable.
Oh.
But this is a reminder that self-discovery starts with confronting those very questions. What have you been avoiding asking yourself?
Ooh, that's a good one. It's like we're afraid of what we might find out, right?
It's that fear of the unknown. But think about it. This card, alongside the open road symbol, really encourages us to think about those unexplored territories in our lives.
I like that, the open road.
What could be waiting for us if we dared to venture outside of our comfort zones?
It's like choosing the red pill like Neo in The Matrix.
Exactly. Facing the truth, even if it shakes things up a bit.
Right. How often do we just accept things without questioning them?
All the time. We get so comfortable in our routines and beliefs that we forget to challenge them.
This card is like a wake-up call. It's urging us to open our minds to new possibilities, to question our assumptions, and really see things from a fresh perspective.
And that can be a powerful catalyst for growth. If we're always sticking to the familiar, how can we truly discover who we are and what we're capable of?
Okay, so on to card number 2, the process. This one offers some calming wisdom. Chill life is a marathon, not a sprint. I feel like I need that reminder sometimes.
Don't we all? It's so easy to get caught up in the hustle and forget to appreciate the journey.
For sure.
This card, with its symbol of the ancient river, is a beautiful reminder that life unfolds at its own pace.
The ancient river. I like that imagery.
It's like a river carving its path over time. Forcing things can disrupt the natural flow.
It makes me think of that saying, go placidly amid the noise and haste, and remember what peace there may be in silence.
Exactly. We need to find that stillness within trust that things will unfold as they should. And, even when the path ahead seems uncertain, we can always rely on our internal compass, just like Moana.
Oh, I love that connection to Moana.
Mm.
She shows us the courage it takes to follow our hearts, even without all the answers.
Trusting our intuition, that inner voice that knows what's best for us. Sometimes we just need to have faith and let the journey guide us.
So it's not about being passive and just letting life happen to you.
Right. It's about actively choosing to trust the process, to surrender to the natural rhythm of life.
It's about choosing a different kind of action, one that's aligned with the natural flow of things.
Precisely. Sometimes the most powerful action is patience, allowing things to unfold naturally, trusting that the path will reveal itself in time.
Okay, ready for the last card in this spread?
Let's hear it.
This one is the empowerment, and it hits us with this powerful message. Stop waiting for a sign. You are the sign.
Wow, that's a game changer. It's a call to recognize our own power, to stop waiting for external validation.
To realize that we are the creators of our own destiny.
Exactly. No more waiting for the perfect moment or the right opportunity. We make those opportunities ourselves.
And speaking of opportunities, look at the symbolism for this card, the mountain peak.
Oh, I see where you're going with this.
That breathtaking view from the top only comes with persistent effort. Challenges shape our strength, and the reward is that incredible perspective.
And remember, just like climbing a mountain, the journey itself is full of growth and learning. It's not just about reaching the peak, but about becoming stronger and more resilient along the way. And who better to embody this than Wonder Woman?
The ultimate symbol of inner strength and taking control of your destiny.
Right. She's not waiting for anyone's permission to do what she believes in. This whole card is a jolt of inspiration.
It's like, hey, stop doubting yourself and embrace your potential.
It's a reminder that we're all capable of so much more than we often give ourselves credit for.
And I love how this whole reading isn't just about understanding the cards. It's about using them as a tool for self-reflection and action.
That's what makes Tigre Arcana so unique. It's not passive. It's about actively engaging with these concepts and applying them to your own life.
It's like they're saying, here are some tools and insights. Now go out there and create your own masterpiece.
Exactly. It's so empowering.
And you know what's really fascinating about Tigre Arcana is that, unlike traditional tarot, it doesn't try to predict the future.
Right, it's all about empowering you to find your own answers. It's less about fortune telling and more about prompting introspection and self-discovery.
It explains why this reading feels so different. It's not about being told what to do, but about being encouraged to uncover your own truth. It's about asking the hard questions, trusting your intuition, and embracing the journey, knowing that you have the power to shape your own destiny.
That's what makes this so compelling. Instead of giving you a set of instructions, it's offering a framework for self-discovery.
It's like, here are some thought-provoking ideas, now go explore what they mean for you.
Exactly.
This has been a really insightful deep dive so far. I'm already feeling inspired to take a closer look at my own path and see where it might lead.
Me too. It's a great reminder that self-discovery is an ongoing process, a lifelong adventure filled with both challenges and rewards.
And it's not just about reaching some specific destination, but about the growth and transformation we experience along the way.
Absolutely. It's about becoming the best versions of ourselves, one step at a time.
And it's fascinating how Tigre Arcana blends this ancient wisdom with modern references.
I know, right? The symbols like the open road, the ancient river, and the mountain peak evoke this timeless sense of journey and self-discovery.
But then they bring in those pop culture connections like Neo Moana and Wonder Woman.
It makes it relatable for us today.
It's brilliant. They've taken these universal truths and give them a fresh contemporary spin. It reminds you that these journeys, these struggles and triumphs are something we all share, regardless of time or place.
Exactly. By connecting these ancient symbols with modern-day figures, it's like saying, hey, you have the power to overcome challenges and create your own legendary journey, too.
I love that. Speaking of legendary journeys, this whole concept of Tigre Arcana is really intriguing.
It is. It really makes you think.
I might have to look into this a bit more. Seems like something our listeners might find interesting as well.
I agree. It's a refreshing approach to personal growth that goes beyond the usual methods. And I love how it emphasizes asking questions, not just seeking answers.
It's about being open to the mystery of life and welcoming the unexpected.
That's key. It's about cultivating curiosity and exploring different perspectives, even the ones that challenge our comfort zones.
And it's not just intellectual exploration, it's about connecting with that inner wisdom that guides us on our path.
Absolutely. This reading shows how important it is to balance logic and intuition in making decisions and navigating life.
Like a dance between the rational and intuitive, leading to greater self-awareness and understanding.
Beautifully put. Embracing the fullness of who we are, both logical and intuitive, unlocks our potential and helps us navigate life's complexities with clarity and purpose.
So if we connect this back to the bigger picture, what's the takeaway from this deep dive into Tigre Arcana? What does it all mean?
I think the core message here is empowerment. It's about recognizing that we're not just passengers in life, we're active creators. We have the power to ask tough questions, challenge assumptions, trust our intuition, and shape our own destinies.
It's a call to action, to step into our power and take ownership of our lives.
Yes. Not just waiting for things to happen, but actively creating the life we desire.
And it's a reminder that self-discovery isn't a one-time event. It's an ongoing process, a lifelong journey of growth, transformation, and evolution.
Like we're all on this grand adventure, constantly evolving and becoming more of who we truly are.
And that's what makes life so exciting and fulfilling. The journey itself is the reward.
Absolutely. It's about embracing the ups and downs, the twists and turns, knowing that each experience shapes us and contributes to our growth.
You know what's interesting is how Tigre Arcana doesn't shy away from the challenges of self-discovery. It acknowledges that asking hard questions can be uncomfortable. Trusting the process requires patience, and embracing our power can be daunting.
It's true. It's not always easy, but it's worth it.
It's refreshing, right?
Yeah.
It's not trying to sell us a quick fix.
Yeah.
It's acknowledging the complexity of life and encouraging us to embrace the messiness of it all.
Precisely. It's about accepting that we'll experience doubt, fear, and uncertainty. But these are all part of the journey. It's about navigating those challenges with grace and resilience.
And remembering that we're not alone on this journey. We all face challenges and doubts, and we all have moments where we feel lost or uncertain.
Exactly. By sharing our stories and supporting each other, we can create a community of growth and empowerment where everyone feels seen, heard, and supported on their path.
I love that. It reminds us that self-discovery isn't just an individual pursuit, it's a collective journey. We all have something to offer, and we can all learn from each other's experiences.
And by fostering connection and community, we create a more supportive and empowering environment for everyone to thrive.
This has been such an insightful and inspiring conversation. It's amazing how these simple cards, with their sass, symbolism, and pop culture references,
Mm.
can spark such profound reflections on life's journey.
I agree. It's a testament to the power of storytelling and symbolism to connect with us deeply and ignite our imaginations.
And it's a reminder that self-discovery is not just a concept, it's an experience and adventure that unfolds moment by moment.
Beautifully said. It's about being present in each moment, embracing the journey, and trusting that the path will reveal itself as we go.
And sometimes the most profound discoveries happen when we least expect them, when we're open to the unexpected detours and serendipitous encounters along the way.
That's so true. It's about embracing the unknown and trusting that even the seemingly wrong turns can lead us to exactly where we need to be.
It's like that quote from Rumi, "What you seek is seeking you."
I love that. It speaks to the interconnectedness of everything, the idea that we're not just wandering aimlessly, but that there's a deeper purpose and meaning to our journeys.
It's both comforting and empowering, isn't it? To know that we're not alone in this, that there's a greater force guiding us along the way.
Absolutely. It invites us to surrender to the mystery of life, to trust in the unfolding of our paths, even when we can't see the full picture.
And to embrace the beauty of the unknown, the possibility that something magical might be waiting for us just around the bend.
Beautifully said. It's about cultivating a sense of wonder and awe, a willingness to be surprised and delighted by the unexpected gifts that life has to offer.
This has been such a thought-provoking and inspiring deep dive. I feel like I've gained a whole new perspective on personal journeys and the power we hold to shape our own destinies.
I feel the same way. It's a reminder that self-discovery is not just a destination, but a lifelong adventure, a continuous process of growth, transformation, and evolution.
And it's not about achieving some perfect end state, but about embracing the journey itself with all its ups and downs, twists and turns.
Exactly. It's about learning and growing from each experience, becoming more resilient, more compassionate, and more aligned with our true selves along the way.
And it's about recognizing that we're all on this journey together, supporting and inspiring each other along the way.
Beautifully said. It's a collective journey of self-discovery, a tapestry woven from the threads of our individual experiences.
And what a beautiful tapestry it is. So as we wrap up this deep dive, I'm curious to hear your final thoughts. What's the one message you'd like to leave our listeners with today?
If you hold the compass to your own destiny, where will you choose to go next? That's the question I'd like to leave you with, because the journey of self-discovery is a lifelong adventure, and the possibilities are truly endless.
Yeah, it really does feel like we're holding the map, doesn't it?
Mm-mm.
But sometimes I think we forget. We get to choose where we go next.
It's true. We can get so caught up in like the day-to-day and lose sight of the bigger picture.
Totally. And that's why I think these deep dives are so valuable. They remind us to step back, ask the big questions, and make sure we're headed in a direction that really feels right,
Mm.
you know?
Absolutely. Self-discovery isn't just about understanding ourselves. It's about using that understanding to create a life that feels meaningful and fulfilling.
It's about taking action, using those insights to make choices that align with our values.
Exactly. And I love how this reading encourages us to view challenges not as setbacks, but as opportunities for growth.
Yeah.
That mountain peak symbolism is powerful. It reminds us that the climb, while it might be tough, ultimately leads to a breathtaking perspective.
It's like those moments when you push past your comfort zone and come out the other side feeling like stronger and more capable.
Right. Like, wow, I did that. What else can I achieve?
Exactly.
And that's the beauty of self-discovery. It's not linear. It's more like a spiral.
Oh, I like that. A spiral.
We revisit familiar themes at different points in our lives, gaining new insights each time.
It's like those aha moments when something just clicks and you see things in a new way.
It's a continuous unfolding.
And isn't it amazing how Tigre Arcana blends that ancient wisdom with these modern references?
It's so clever. The symbolism, like the open road, the ancient river, the mountain peak, it all speaks to this timeless journey of self-discovery,
But then they bring in those pop culture references.
which makes it relatable for us today.
Like, who doesn't love a good Matrix reference?
Right. But it's more than just fun. It makes these concepts accessible. It's like, hey, you can relate to Neo's dilemma. We've all been there. And it's not just about relating to the characters. It's about recognizing those universal themes, the courage to question your reality, the patience to trust the process, the strength to embrace your power.
These are all human experiences.
Exactly. Timeless human experiences.
And I think that's why Tigre Arcana feels so different from traditional tarot.
It really does.
It's not about predicting the future.
It's about empowering you to create your own future.
It's about recognizing that you hold the compass.
You're not waiting for some external force to tell you who you are or what your path should be. You're exploring it. You're discovering it for yourself.
And embracing the journey, knowing that it's not always going to be easy, but it's going to be worth it.
That's the key. It's about the journey. And you know what really resonates with me is this emphasis on asking questions.
Oh, yeah.
It's not about having all the answers.
Right?
It's about cultivating that curiosity and being open to different perspectives.
It's like instead of approaching life with a fixed mindset, you're embracing that growth mindset.
Exactly. The willingness to learn, to adapt, to evolve.
And recognizing that the journey of self-discovery is ongoing. There's always more to learn, more to uncover.
And it's okay not to have all the answers right now. In fact, embracing that, not knowing, can lead to the most profound discoveries.
It's like those times when you stumble upon something unexpectedly and it opens up this whole new world of possibilities.
Those moments are pure magic.
They really are.
Yeah.
And it just shows how important it is to stay open to new experiences, to step outside of our comfort zones.
And allow ourselves to be surprised by life.
You never know what gems you might find when you're willing to venture off the beaten path a little bit.
You know, one thing that stands out to me about Tigre Arcana is the focus on intuition.
Oh, yeah.
We often get so caught up in the logical, analytical side of things.
The head stuff.
But this reading reminds us to tap into that inner wisdom as well.
To listen to that quiet voice inside that often knows what's best for us.
Exactly. Even when our minds are trying to overthink everything.
It's about finding that balance, right?
Yeah.
Honoring both our head and our heart, our logic and our intuition.
Yeah. It's a powerful combination.
Antigua Arcana seems to recognize that both are essential for navigating life.
It's about embracing the fullness of who we are, both the logical and the intuitive, the analytical and the creative.
I think that's why this reading feels so empowering. It's not about choosing one over the other.
Right.
It's about recognizing that both are valuable and both contribute to our unique path.
We need both our minds to process information and our intuition to guide us towards what feels right, what resonates deeply.
You know, this whole conversation is making me think about the role of community in self-discovery.
Oh, interesting. Tell me more.
It feels like it's something that's often overlooked.
I see what you mean. We tend to think of self-discovery as this individual pursuit.
Yeah, like a solo mission.
But the truth is we're not meant to do it alone.
We need those connections, those supportive relationships that allow us to share our struggles, celebrate our wins, and learn from each other.
Exactly. It's about creating a space where we can be vulnerable, authentic, and supported in our journeys.
We need those people who believe in us, even when we doubt ourselves.
And those who challenge us to grow, to step outside our comfort zones and embrace our full potential.
It's about recognizing that self-discovery isn't just about me. It's about we.
It's a collective experience.
It's about creating a community where everyone feels seen, heard, and supported.
on their unique path.
I love that.
Mm.
It's about fostering that sense of connection and belonging, knowing that we're all in this together.
Because ultimately, self-discovery isn't about isolating ourselves.
Right.
It's about connecting with our truest selves and with others in a meaningful and authentic way.
This has been such a rich and thought-provoking conversation.
I agree. It really has.
I feel like we've really unpacked the essence of Tigre Arcana
We've gone deep.
and what it offers for those seeking self-discovery.
And it's a reminder that self-discovery is an ongoing adventure full of twists, turns, and unexpected detours.
It is. It's about embracing the unknown, trusting the process, and remembering that we always have the power to choose our next step.
You know what's striking is how Tigre Arcana doesn't shy away from the challenges that are inherent in self-discovery. It acknowledges that asking those tough questions can be uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Trusting the process requires patience.
For sure.
And embracing our power can feel daunting at times.
It's true. It can feel really overwhelming.
But it's so worth it.
It's refreshing. Instead of promising a quick fix or a simple solution, it acknowledges that life is complex, and it encourages us to lean into that complexity.
To embrace the messiness.
I love that.
It's about accepting that we'll have moments of doubt, fear, and uncertainty.
We're all human, right?
Exactly. But those are all part of the journey. It's about navigating those challenges with grace and resilience.
And knowing that we're not alone in those experiences.
We'll all go through it.
And, you know, we have resources. We have practices like Tigre Arcana. We have communities we can connect with. We have mentors and teachers who can guide us.
There are so many ways to navigate those challenges and emerge stronger.
So true. And it's about finding what resonates with us, what speaks to our hearts, and helps us connect with our true selves.
And isn't it amazing how something as simple as a card reading can spark such profound introspection and growth?
It really is. It speaks to the power of symbolism and storytelling, to tap into our subconscious.
And unlock those hidden truths.
And it reminds us that sometimes the most profound discoveries happen when we least expect them, when we're open to those serendipitous encounters and detours.
It's about embracing the unexpected.
It's like that quote from Rumi, "What you seek is seeking you."
I love that quote. It speaks to the interconnectedness of everything, the idea that we're not just wandering aimlessly,
Right.
but there's a deeper purpose to our journey.
It's comforting and empowering to know that we're not alone, that there's a greater force guiding us.
It invites us to surrender to the mystery of life, to trust that our path is unfolding even when we can't see the full picture.
And to embrace the beauty of the unknown, the possibility that something magical might be waiting for us just around the bend.
Beautifully said. It's about cultivating a sense of wonder and awe, a willingness to be surprised and delighted by life's unexpected gifts.
This has been such a thought-provoking and inspiring deep dive.
It really has.
I feel like I've gained a whole new perspective on personal journeys and the power we have to shape our destinies.
It's me too. It's a reminder that self-discovery is an ongoing adventure, a continuous process of growth and transformation.
And it's not about reaching some perfect end state.
Right.
It's about embracing the journey with all its ups and downs.
Exactly. It's about learning and growing from each experience, becoming more resilient, more compassionate, and more aligned with our true selves.
And recognizing that we're all on this journey together.
Supporting and inspiring each other along the way.
It's a collective journey of self-discovery.
Yeah.
A tapestry woven from the threads of our individual experiences.
And what a beautiful tapestry it is.
So, as we wrap up this deep dive, I'm curious to hear your final thoughts. What message would you like to leave our listeners with today?
If you hold the compass to your own destiny, where will you choose to go next? That's the question I want to leave you with. Because the journey of self-discovery is a lifelong adventure, and the possibilities are truly endless.
That is a powerful question to think about. Where do we even start charting our course if we hold the compass?
It can feel overwhelming, right? Like all these paths in front of you.
Yeah, like where's the instruction manual for life?
And the funny thing is there isn't one. It's both exciting and terrifying.
We get to write our own story. But this whole idea of embracing the unknown, it sounds so abstract. How do we actually do that?
Well, remember that first card we talked about the question?
Yeah, ask the hard stuff.
Right. Instead of avoiding those questions, lean into them.
Yeah,
What are you curious about? What possibilities have you been ignoring?
that's a good point. And then there's the process card, reminding us to be patient.
Exactly. Life has its own rhythm. Sometimes the best thing to do is just be patient and let things unfold.
Okay, so we're asking the tough questions, we're being patient. But then there's that last card, the empowerment. How do we actually take control?
That's where action comes in. It's not enough to just think about these things, we have to act on them. What's one small step you can take today that gets you closer to where you want to be?
It could be anything, right? Like signing up for a class or reaching out to someone you admire.
It could even be just taking a few minutes to journal each day.
Those small steps can make a big difference.
They build momentum. And remember, you don't have to do this alone.
Oh, right. Reach out to your community. Talk to people who inspire you.
Share your journey. Those connections can make all the difference.
You know what strikes me about all of this is that it's not just about personal growth.
It's about connection.
Exactly. The challenges we face, the questions we ask, the things we celebrate, we're all connected in that.
You're not alone. We're all in this together.
And when we share our stories and support each other, it makes this journey so much richer and more meaningful.
It really does. It's like we're all creating this amazing tapestry together.
Each thread unique and important to the overall picture. I think that's a perfect way to wrap things up.
I agree.
We've explored these cards, unpacked their meaning, and hopefully inspired our listeners to start their own journey of self-discovery.
And remember, you hold the compass to your own destiny. You get to choose where you go next.
The possibilities are endless. Thanks for joining us for this deep dive into Tigre Arcana. We'll see you next time. All right, so are you ready to dive into something a little bit different today?
Oh, absolutely. I love trying new things.
So we're using card readings, but with a twist.
Oh, a twist.
As a jumping off point for some serious self-reflection.
Interesting.
But forget your typical tarot cards.
Okay.
Think bold advice
Okay.
with a dash of pop culture
Fun.
and a whole lot of inspiration for your journey.
I love that.
So we're really kind of using these cards as a way to ask ourselves those big questions
Oh, that's great.
that we maybe don't want to ask ourselves.
Yeah, the tough ones.
Yeah, the tough ones.
Yeah.
The ones that we need to grow.
Exactly. And sometimes it's those uncomfortable questions that lead to the biggest breakthroughs,
That's it.
if we have the courage to face them. spread.
Exactly. And so these unconventional decks,
Yeah.
they can be such powerful tools.
Powerful how?
Because they really do push you to look inward.
Okay.
And sometimes in a way that you wouldn't if you were just journaling or just thinking on your own.
I see. So they kind of give you that extra push?
They do.
Okay.
They give you a little extra push.
Right, I like that.
We have 3 unique decks laid out today.
Okay, let's hear.
So we have a sassy deck
Ooh, sassy.
for some straight-talking guidance.
Okay.
We have a journey deck to explore kind of the symbolism
Okay.
of life's paths.
I like that.
And for a fun twist,
Okay.
a pop culture deck.
That's fun.
I know, I'm excited about that one.
Me too.
It's a way to make these deeper concepts more relatable.
Right. Like using something familiar to understand something a little bit deeper.
Like a secret code.
I love that a secret code.
love that.
So, I'm ready.
Let's jump into it.
Let's do it.
Our first card spread,
Okay.
which focuses on identifying the questions that we should be asking ourselves right now.
Ooh, good question.
Yes, the ones that can lead to some serious breakthroughs
Okay.
if we have the courage to face them.
I feel like this is gonna be good.
But remember, this isn't about getting like a pre-packaged answer
Right.
or a roadmap for your life.
It's more like a conversation starter.
That's a great way to put it.
Yeah, just kind of get us thinking.
Yeah, a nudge to explore what truly matters to you.
Okay.
All right, so are you ready for card number 1?
I'm ready at me.
From the sassy deck,
Okay.
we have stop playing small.
Ooh.
Pretty straightforward advice, right?
Straightforward, but powerful.
Yes.
Yeah.
But what does that actually look like in our daily lives?
Yeah, that's the question.
Well,
What does that look like?
Okay, then we have the map from the journey deck.
Okay.
The map. So inviting us to envision where we want to go
Okay.
and how we plan to get there.
I like that.
And finally, from the pop culture deck,
Okay.
we have Hermione Granger.
Oh my gosh, I love her.
I know.
What a great poll.
Isn't that perfect?
So perfect.
I mean, her constant quest for knowledge,
Yes.
her willingness to challenge the status quo.
She never backs down from a
Right.
challenge.
So she is the perfect mascot for this spread.
Definitely.
She never settles for easy answers.
Nope.
Always pushes herself beyond her comfort zone.
Which is what we're talking about.
Exactly.
With stop playing small.
That's the energy we want to tap into here.
I love it.
Okay, so connecting all 3 of these cards together,
Okay.
it's like they're saying, hey,
Uh-huh.
it's time to ditch the self-doubt
Yes.
and really step into your potential.
Love it.
Instead of just existing, let's explore what it means to truly thrive.
Okay, so instead of focusing on the limitations,
Yeah,
what if we shifted our focus to possibilities?
I love that.
Where in your life are you holding back?
Right.
What dreams or aspirations have you quietly tucked away?
So maybe there's a project that you've been putting off
Yeah.
because you're afraid of failure,
Uh-huh.
or maybe there's a conversation you've been avoiding
Ooh.
because you're not sure how to navigate a challenging relationship.
Right.
This is your cue to stop letting fear call the shots.
I like that stop letting fear make your decisions.
Yes, and remember the map from the journey deck.
Yes.
It's a reminder that the process of self-discovery is just as important as the destination.
Right, we always want to get to the destination.
We do.
Sometimes we forget about the journey.
Yeah, so embrace the detours,
Okay.
the unexpected turns,
Yeah.
even the occasional wrong turn.
That's right.
It's all part of the
I
adventure.
think it makes for a good story
Yes, it does.
at the end.
Exactly. And just like Hermione, who faced countless obstacles
Right.
in her quest for knowledge and justice.
You really did.
Yeah.
She had a lot of challenges.
Yeah. Our journeys will be filled with challenges too.
That's part of life.
But it's those challenges that shape us, that
Right.
teach us resilience,
Yes.
and ultimately they lead us to where we need to be.
Exactly. We wouldn't be who we are without those challenges.
Right. And think about how boring life would be if it was just easy all the time.
Oh my gosh. So boring.
Yeah, we'd learn nothing.
We wouldn't appreciate the good times either.
Right, exactly.
If we didn't have the bad times.
We need those contrasts.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know, it's so easy to get caught up in wanting, like, those immediate results.
Oh, yeah, instant gratification.
But real growth.
It takes time.
It does. It takes time. And, you know, honestly, some of the most, like, valuable lessons that we learn come from those, like, tough obstacles and figuring out how to overcome them.
I think that's so true.
Yeah.
So true.
You got to go through it.
Okay, so speaking of challenges, let's move on to our second card spread,
Oh, hey.
which is all about embracing the process of growth, even when it gets messy.
Okay. I love that.
This spread reminds us that growth isn't always linear.
Right.
or comfortable.
Yeah.
You know,
Life is messy.
it is messy.
Yeah.
It's about learning to find peace amidst the chaos
Okay.
and trusting that even the most difficult experiences
Yeah.
can ultimately lead to transformation.
I love that.
Okay. All right. What do we got?
So from the sassy deck.
You can't skip the struggle.
Oh, I love that card.
No shortcuts allowed.
No shortcuts.
Then from the journey deck, we have the river,
Okay. Third?
which symbolizes flow, adaptability, and acceptance.
Okay.
And for our pop culture icon, we have the wise and patient Yoda.
Oh, Yoda the master.
I can already feel the wisdom flowing.
Yes.
Okay, so think about a river's journey.
Okay.
It twists and turns,
It does.
encounters rapids and calm stretches,
Yeah.
but it always keeps moving forward.
Always moving.
Our lives are very much the same.
Yeah, we have the ups and downs.
Yeah, we can't control every twist and turn,
Nope.
but we can learn to navigate them
Yeah.
with grace and resilience.
That's it.
And Yoda's presence here really emphasizes the importance of patience and trust.
Patience is definitely something that I think a lot of us struggle with
I do.
in this day and age
Yeah,
where
yeah.
everything is like
Instant.
instant, right?
Yes.
So remembering that things take time
Yeah.
is really important.
Right. And remember his famous line, do or do not. There is no try.
Yeah, that's a good one.
He knew that true mastery
Yeah,
comes from fully committing to the process even when things get tough.
fully commit.
Yes. And it's not about passively accepting whatever comes our way, though.
Right.
It's about actively engaging in the process,
Yeah.
learning from our mistakes, and using challenges as fuel for growth.
Right. So not just letting life happen to you, but actually taking control.
That's a great way to put it.
Being like an active participant.
Yes, actively participating in your life.
Yes.
I love that. Okay, so let's bring this back to you, the listener.
Okay.
Where in your life are you feeling stuck or frustrated?
Yeah.
What would it look like to surrender to the flow a little bit more?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Maybe instead of resisting a challenge, you could try leaning into it.
Yeah.
See what lessons it has to offer.
Maybe even ask, why is this happening?
Ooh, that's a good one.
What can I learn from this?
Why is this happening to me, or why is this happening for me?
Right, exactly.
Sometimes we try so hard to control every aspect of our lives that we miss out on the valuable lessons that come from embracing the unexpected.
So true.
So being open to the possibility.
Yeah, just being open
Okay.
in general.
And speaking of unexpected,
Yeah.
let's move on to our final card spread,
Okay.
which is all about empowerment.
Empowerment, let's go.
I'm ready to unleash my inner superhero.
Yes.
Okay. So this spread is about recognizing your own unique strengths
Okay.
and stepping into your full potential.
I love that.
It's about realizing that you have the power to shape your own destiny
You do?
and create a life that truly reflects your values.
It all comes back to you.
It does.
Yeah.
Okay, so from the Sassy deck, we have own your power and don't apologize for it.
Oh, that's a good one.
I mean, could this card be any more perfect?
No, it's perfect for the spread.
Then from the Journey deck, we have the Mountain,
The mountain, okay.
symbolizing achievement, resilience, and reaching new heights.
Yes.
And for our pop culture card, we have Tony Stark, also known as Iron Man.
Tony Stark, what a great card
I know.
to represent this.
So Tony Stark is such a great example of someone who embraces their strengths
Mm-hmm.
and uses them to make a real difference in the world.
Yeah, he doesn't let anybody tell him what to do.
He does not.
He's like, I'm going to do what I want to do.
He's like, I'm going to use my brain
Yes.
and my resources
Summer.
to make the world a better place.
Yes.
He's not afraid to challenge the status quo, to think outside the box, and to take bold action.
That's right.
And he certainly doesn't apologize for his brilliance or his ambition.
No, he owns it.
He owns it.
Yeah.
Okay, but seriously, this combination of cards is all about recognizing that we all have unique gifts and talents
Right?
that we can use to make a positive impact.
We all have something special.
It's about stepping into our own version of superhero mode and making things happen.
I like that superhero mode.
So the Sassy card really hits home here. Own your power and don't apologize for it.
Yeah.
So often we downplay our accomplishments.
Yeah. Yes, we do.
Or feel the need to shrink ourselves to fit in.
We're all guilty of it at
Yeah.
some point.
This spread is a call to embrace your authentic self, to celebrate your strengths, and to step into the spotlight without hesitation.
Love it.
It's like those cards are saying, hey, you're amazing.
Yeah.
The world needs what you have to offer. So go out there and shine.
You are powerful.
So what are those unique qualities that make you you?
That's the question.
What are you passionate
Oh,
about?
what gets you up in the
Your
morning?
change do you want to see in the world?
Yeah.
These are the questions to ask yourself as you embrace your power and step into your purpose.
Those are great questions.
Right, and it's not about seeking validation from others.
Right.
It's about trusting your inner compass
Yeah.
and having the courage to create a life that aligns with your truest self.
Was what you want.
Yes, and remember, just like Tony Stark, you don't have to have all the answers or a perfect plan.
Nope.
Embrace the process of experimentation, learn from your mistakes, and keep iterating.
You'll figure it out along the way.
Yes, and now, before we wrap up, I want to touch on the philosophy behind this whole unconventional card reading approach.
Okay.
It's actually inspired by a YouTube channel called Tigre Arcana.
Tigre Arcana. Yes, I've heard of it.
What I find so refreshing about Tigre Arcana is that it's not about fortune-telling or giving you a set of rules to follow.
Okay.
It's more about encouraging viewers to think for themselves and find their own answers.
I like that. It's a really cool channel.
So the channel's creator really emphasizes personal empowerment,
Okay.
often saying, I'm not here to tell you what to do or what your future holds.
Okay.
It's about discovering your own truth and creating a life that feels authentic to you.
So you're in the driver's seat.
You are.
Yeah.
And that really resonates with what we've been exploring in this whole deep dive.
Right.
It's not about finding a one-size-fits-all solution or following someone else's path.
Yeah, we said that a lot.
It's about using these cards as a springboard
Okay.
for self-reflection and trusting your own inner wisdom.
Trust yourself.
Yes, you have the power to choose the direction you want to go in and the kind of life you want to create.
So what you're saying is we have all the power
We do.
to make our lives what we want them to be.
And one of the key messages that Tigre Arcana emphasizes,
Yeah.
which I think is so important, is the idea of finding peace in the process.
Okay.
It's not just about reaching the destination. It's about learning to appreciate and grow from every step of the journey.
Yeah, the journey can be just as rewarding.
It can be.
Yeah.
It's so easy to get caught up in like the pursuit of goals and achievements
Oh, yeah.
that we forget to savor the present moment.
I'm so guilty of that.
Me too.
Yeah.
But true fulfillment comes from embracing those ups and downs,
Right.
the challenges and triumphs,
The whole thing.
recognizing that it's all part of a larger unfolding.
Yeah.
So let's take a moment to reflect on the core messages we've uncovered today.
Okay.
We started by exploring the importance of asking ourselves the right questions, digging beneath the surface to uncover what truly matters. Yeah, those tough questions.
How about we delved into the process of growth, recognizing that it's not always linear or comfortable,
Right.
but that embracing the challenges is what ultimately leads to transformation.
Exactly.
And finally, we explored the idea of empowerment stepping into our full potential and using our unique strengths to make a positive impact in the world.
So basically, it's all up to us.
It is. We have the power.
We've covered a lot of ground today.
We have.
But I think the most important takeaway is this. You have the power to create a life that is meaningful and fulfilling.
Yes, you do.
Trust your instincts, embrace the journey, and never stop exploring who you are and what you're capable of becoming.
That's a great message.
Here's a final thought to leave you with. If you were to create your own card deck to guide your life,
Ooh.
what symbols, figures, or sassy sayings would you include?
Okay.
What would your deck reveal about your values, aspirations, and the unique path you're forging?
That's a good question to think about.
So keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep trusting the journey.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for being here. Welcome in, everybody. Ready for a deep dive? Today we're going to be playing with some cards.
Oh, cards. Like tarot.
Yeah. Well, kind of. We're actually using 3 different decks today to get like a multi-dimensional perspective.
Sounds intriguing. What kind of decks are we talking about?
So we've got a sassy deck, you know, the kind that tells it like it is. Then we have a deck focused on journeys, personal growth, all that good stuff.
Okay, I'm liking this already. What's the third deck?
And to top it off, we've got a pop culture deck. It brings in some familiar faces, really brings those archetypes to life.
3 decks, huh? I've never seen a reading done quite like that. What's the goal here? What are we trying to figure out?
This is all about empowerment, about shaping your own destiny. Not just fortune-telling, but actionable insights. You ready to unlock some serious insights?
I am so ready. Let's do it. Where do we start?
All right, card 1. The question. The sassy deck jumps right in, no messing around. It says, get real, get raw, and ask what really matters.
Ooh, I like that. Straight to the point. No sugarcoating.
Exactly. But then we also have the compass from the journey deck.
The compass. Okay, so which direction should we be heading in?
Well, that's the thing. It's reminding us to look inward for guidance. Trust your gut.
Oh, see, I see. So it's about challenging those limiting beliefs, but also trusting your inner compass.
Yeah, it's like this duality, right?
Right.
And to really drive this point home, check out the pop culture card. Doctor Strange,
Doctor Strange. Wait, like the Marvel
the
superhero.
one and only. Think about it. He had to confront his ego, everything he thought he knew, to unlock his true potential. Kind of like what we're doing here, right?
Yeah, I get it. It's like confronting your fears and assumptions,
Mm,
stepping outside your comfort zone to grow.
exactly. This card combo really hit me hard. Like, we hold the key to our own liberation, but sometimes, fear keeps us from turning that key. What do you think has fear been holding you back?
Ooh, that's a tough one.
Yeah, it's deep. Maybe
Uh,
something to ponder on. What deeper truth have you been ignoring? Like, what if those assumptions you're clinging to are actually blocking your path?
Whoa. Okay, I'm going to need a minute to process that one.
Yeah, it's a lot to take in.
This reading is intense.
It is. But it's good stuff, right? And it leads us perfectly into card two, the process. The
Yep.
sassy deck chimes in again, tells us to chill. Like, hey, transformation takes time.
Right. Rome wasn't built in a day. You can't rush these things.
Totally. And it's not always a smooth ride either. That's where the labyrinth card from the journey deck comes in.
The labyrinth. Oh, so we're talking twists, turns, unexpected detours, the whole shebang.
Exactly. Think of this card as representing the twists and turns on your own path. It's rarely a straight line to where we want to go, right?
Absolutely. And to bring this to life, our pop culture card is dot drum roll, please. Frodo Baggins.
Frodo from The Lord of the Rings.
You got it. Frodo, the ring, the whole epic journey.
And his quest to destroy the One Ring was no walk in the park. Remember all those challenges? Those moments where he felt completely lost and hopeless?
Yeah, but he kept going. And that's a powerful message for us all. Just like Frodo, you might encounter unexpected challenges. But often those detours, that's where the most profound growth happens.
You're so right. We always want that instant gratification, that straight line to our goals. But life rarely works that way, huh?
Nope, it sure doesn't.
Mm.
There's beauty in those detours, though. Those unexpected lessons you learn along the way.
That's so true. Embracing the journey, even when it feels uncertain, that's where the magic is.
Couldn't agree more. And that brings us to card 3, which is all about empowerment. And this is where things get really exciting. The sassy deck really brings the energy this time. It says, "You're the damn key. Unlock the door."
Oh, I love that. Straight to the point, as always.
And then from the journey deck, we have the Phoenix.
The Phoenix, okay, so we're talking transformation, rebirth, rising from the ashes, all that powerful stuff.
Exactly. It's about overcoming challenges, coming out stronger on the other side.
It's like a double dose of you've got this energy.
Yeah.
And then for our pop culture card, we have Captain Marvel. It just fits so perfectly.
Captain Marvel. Oh, yeah. She's all about inner strength and realizing your full potential. Even when things get tough, she never gives up.
I love her. She's such a badass.
Yeah.
It's like she didn't shy away from her past or her weaknesses, She embraced them.
That's a really powerful message. It's like those things that we might see as weaknesses, they can actually become our strengths if we let them.
Absolutely. I mean, think about a time in your own life when you felt lost, uncertain. How did you get through that?
Oh, good question. It's like, what did you learn about yourself in the process? That's what this reading is all about. Those tough experiences, they weren't setbacks, they were crucial steps on your journey.
So true. We always want to skip the hard parts, right?
Yeah.
But it's those challenges that shape us.
Exactly. Each challenge, each moment of doubt, it refines us. It's like that whole phoenix rising from the ashes thing. We come out transformed, empowered.
Makes you think, right? Like all those times we've doubted ourselves, felt like we weren't enough. Maybe those are the moments that were actually making us stronger.
Yeah, maybe they were forging our inner strength, getting us ready for something bigger. What if those struggles weren't happening to you, but for you?
Whoa, that's deep. What if they were the fire that tempered your spirit, made you more resilient?
It's a whole new way of looking at things.
I love it. These cards, they're not just telling us a story, they're giving us a framework for how to view our own lives.
Right. And if we can embrace those challenges as opportunities for growth, imagine the possibilities.
So it all comes back to that idea of holding the key.
Right.
We already have the power, we just have to choose to use it. What does all of this mean for you?
It's about asking yourself, what door am I ready to unlock?
It really is like we've been given this map, with all these different paths we could take.
Exactly. And now it's our choice. We
Yeah.
get to decide which path we want to take.
So what will it be? Which door are you ready to unlock? Maybe it starts with a shift in perspective, like instead of seeing those challenges as roadblocks, what if we saw them as opportunities?
Opportunities for growth, for transformation, just like that phoenix rising from the ashes.
I like that.
Yeah. And what if, all those times we feel lost or uncertain, what if those were actually like signposts, guiding us?
Guiding us to where we're supposed to be.
Exactly. Guiding us towards, a more authentic, more empowered version of ourselves.
This reading is really reminding us that we're not defined by our past, or our limitations or our fears.
Yeah, we're not our fear. We are so much more than that.
We are the key. We have the power to choose,
Yeah.
to create, to transform.
And that's really what this whole deep dive has been about, right? It's not about us, giving you all the answers. It's about, sparking that fire within you, inspiring you to, explore those deeper questions and to forge your own path.
Your own unique path.
Yeah, exactly. And, it's about remembering that you already have everything you need within you to unlock your full potential. You really do.
It's all right there waiting for you.
So as we wrap up this deep dive, we'll leave you with this final thought.
Okay, hit me with it.
If you hold the key to your own destiny, what door are you ready to unlock? What adventure awaits you on the other side? What will you create?
That's a great question to sit with for sure.
It is take a deep breath, trust your gut, and step boldly into the unknown.
The universe is waiting.
It is